Hello everyone. It is Forlorn Scout, back again with yet another episode of my Dol Amroth campaign in version 5 of Divide and Conquer. Last time, other than having to essentially replay what I did and having to re-record the episode because OBS, because it was partially me because I had forgotten to open OBS and hit record, and really it's all me. It's not OBS's fault. I had just forgotten to open OBS. Regardless, so lost the first recording of that episode because it never happened, so I had to re-record it. But moving past that, and the audio issues, but regardless, not that big of a deal. I took Barad Harn. As you can see, the army is still here. We got some people in forts. Obviously, we know that Umbar has not taken Gobo Mirland yet because it has a full stack garrison. And Harad is massing around Amon Ithil. Of course, there's also the issue of Cand, who I'm certain are heading towards, Tirathride. They're either heading towards Tirathride, or there's a town that's like right here called Harthanur, I think it's called, or Hardanur. I think it might be Harthanur. It doesn't look like it spelling-wise, but I think pronunciation-wise, that's how you say it. Anyway, so we don't have the best income, but it's getting there. We've crossed the Anduin. We have, I wouldn't say a solid position, but we're getting there. We're getting into a position that I can move the troops, move the army, and do something with it. Probably we'll end up having hopefully a fairly decisive battle against Harad. But of course, at the end of the last episode, there was the issue of this rebel army here, and my frankly somewhat questionable decision, or decisions, I should say, in that battle. I would say, as I replied to someone in the comments, I would say that the Istian's first charge towards the Marines was a good idea. There was no other way I could have done it, really. I suppose I could have tried to pick off all the crossbowmen and all the Corsair archer first, but frankly, trying to hit the captain and just take the stack out in basically a couple charges was, I think, probably the best way to go about it. And obviously that didn't work because the Marines got the javelins off. However, if I can get the army to come up, there's not actually that many of them left. There's 72 Marines, which is still an issue. There's 77 crossbowmen and then 16 Corsair archers. Obviously, Istian and the Gondor cavalry militia unit got out, who now have a attack of 7. They're actually a not half bad cavalry unit once I get them retrained, which I will, I should say. I don't know why I keep saying we. I suppose it's we as in everyone who's me playing and everyone watching the campaign, which I hope you're, despite my blundering around and my fairly slow way of playing, I hope everyone's enjoying it. So Istian, of course, survived, which means he's just going to replenish, going to retrain this unit, which should only take 1 turn, and then I'm also waiting on getting a unit of Amrothian squires, which is quite a good unit. 6 attack, 11 charge, 13 total defense. They're quite a bit better than base Gondor cavalry militia, if I can speak English. But other than that, I think I ended on a end turn.
Yes. Entering woods and preparing to ambush, my lord. As you wish.
Have some extra money. I don't know how much money I want to invest into Tir-Thoros and Barad-Harn, and that's just because they're so kind of like out there, and there's every possibility that I may have to retreat back across the Anduin, and then fight on the bridge there. But I'll see what happens. That's not really a very good building. I suppose this will be a recruitment place, so I'll get that leather tanner. That's building that. That just got the market. So I suppose the question is what to build in Theland, and I have a feeling I don't know if it really needs that. Not actually sure what to build here. I suppose an inn, but that doesn't... It adds some income, but that'd take forever to pay off. I'm thinking I'm just... Oh, no. It's been a few days since I played. I remember what I'm doing now. Ignore me. I'll still build that, but I'm going for the mining networks. So I'll end the turn and get this going. I'm gonna shoot, like I said last time, I'm gonna try and shoot for 30 minutes, maybe 35. I don't really want to go anywhere past 45. And this is just because it takes me quite a long time to upload the videos to YouTube. Let's see here. Okay. No, Isengard and Edwin. Good to know. We have retrained
Mariners of the Fleet!
That ship for the Mariners of the Fleet.
Full sail!
Dol Amroth got the Master Mason's Hall, and we got a... Is that a son or a daughter? His son, named Hallis, who is Amandir's son, and I'm not even going to... Imlosides? I don't know how to say her name. I'm sorry. I don't... I can say some Lord of the Rings names, but I don't know how to say that. I'm gonna have to, that's gonna bother me, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna write that down, and I'm gonna look that up, actually. Not that it really matters, but just my own curiosity. Because it's not, I doubt it's Imlosides, because that's like, it's not Greek, so it, I'm not really sure. Anyway, mining network, it's only 6,000. That's pretty good. Because that's really the main thing, is trying to get the income up. And anyway, so
by your command,
cavalry militia is going to go there. We're going to retrain it, and then I'm going to have both cavalry units go with Istian, and we're going to
get me, you coward.
We're going to finish these guys off.
Coward.
suppose you can get a leather tanner there as well, just so some extra money.
Yes, my lord. Yes,
I'm gonna send
as you
him north
wish.
because
Stopping here.
keeping an eye on Tirthride is going to be important. Again, I'd like to keep Cand at arm's length for as long as possible. I think I'm debating on whether to move the army south and try and take Gobomirland, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold here. I'm going to wait for Istian and the cavalry to deal with this and then come back and then get the full army together, because I don't really want to fight Harad. Sorry, I have to adjust my headset. I don't really want to fight Harad without a lot of cavalry, because it's going to be important to try and... Ooh,
tomorrow's journey plan.
Harad is going for that. And Karandros is under attack. That's really not great. Isengard and Rohan is at war.
Orders.
Okay, cavalry.
As you wish.
And Istian, who is not at full strength, but we should be easily able to deal with them. We got the Master Masons in Mithras. We got the global, or not the, what am I saying? We got a leather tanner. Oh my gosh, I'm having so much trouble speaking today. I'm sorry. Built the leather tanner in Gobel Tolfalas. And then we got a meeting hall in Bairdharn, which those guys are free upkeep. Making a little bit more money. That is Yazan's army. What to do?
Your corpse will be thrown to the dogs.
As you've said, Yazan. Thing is they're going to assault that next turn, and they're probably not going to take that many casualties. And we don't really have a lot of troops here. I'm going to train those coastal wardens there just to have something. Our money's going to tank so hard, but I'm going to recruit a couple units of Amarothian pikemen. They're a very, very good pike unit. I know it seems like their attack, you might say, well, their attack is really low, it's only 3. But sorry, I had to adjust my headset again. But the pikes in Divide and Conquer have fairly low attack values, and that's because they are very powerful, and it mostly has to do with the pike animation. The pike animation comes out really fast, and it's very hard for the enemy to deal with. And so pikes, even really cheap pikes, can get lots of kills. And so to kind of balance that, they made pike attacks fairly low. The way that I've always heard it explained is this isn't really an exact metric, so don't think of it this way, or don't think of it to be an exact metric, but it's kind of, think of it like, look at a pike unit and kind of multiply its attack by 2 or 3, and that should get you to really what its true attack capabilities are. But anyway, these guys will make a good center for the front line. And they'll mulch really any cheap Haradrim unit. We have Turlin coming down with some Gondor militia. Where from? Lebanon. Interesting. So that's building.
Maintain order.
Yeah, so I guess we'll attack them. It's actually fairly even numbers-wise now. So I will save the game, and first battle of the episode will be Istian's rematch with the bandits. Let's not do it with fog. There we go. For the glory of Numenor, indeed. Let's see here. There's these guys, and here are the Amrothian squires. Again, same kind of tier that the like the Amrothian guardsmen or the Amrothian pikemen or the Amrothian, basically anything that has essentially the same name. You can, for a lot of factions, you can consider it to be on the same tier. So the Amrothian squires, the Amrothian archers, the Amrothian archers, guardsmen, and pikemen are all kind of on the same tier, which is pre-higher tier barracks, but they're kind of, the barracks event isn't in the game anymore, which the barracks event was essentially an event that would happen around turn 50 something, I believe, which would essentially allow you to build higher tier barracks. But they removed that because the developers of the mod essentially found that it didn't really matter. And so you can just build whatever barracks you want nowadays. But previously, a lot of units were sectioned off between before the barracks event and after the barracks event. So these are kind of like the Amrothian units for Dol Amroth. Are essentially Dol Amroth's mainline units before they get higher tier barracks. Is essentially the long roundabout way of saying that. I'm going to have Istian go on this side. They're over there. Okay. Let's go over here. Now this, I'm gonna knock on wood because I'm gonna knock on wood there because this should be an easy victory now that we have more cavalry, or that I have more cavalry at my disposal. Again, that was the first battle in this little endeavor was really my mistake, because I very much underestimated the size of this army. I thought this army was mostly Corsairs, and it was not. So we're going to have them charge there. Going to have Istian curl around. Hopefully he doesn't die. Actually, I'm going to have the Amrothian squires turn that way. I'm going to have the Dol Amroth guys turn like that. Oh, Istian, what is that charge?
The enemy are badly. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
I think we essentially just won in one charge.
Our men have slain the enemy general. Without him, his troops will lose their will to fight. The enemy army flees the field. Pursue and run them down.
Just have the Amrothians charge the last few guys. No survivors for the for this one.
This is a clear victory.
We lost 6 guys. Did anyone heal? Oh, we got 1 Gondor cavalry militia back. That's fine. Yeah, easy battle. As I've mentioned previously, Dol Amroth is perhaps unique in all of the Númenórean factions, which you have Dol Amroth, Gondor, the Ardenium or Adonium. I always mispronounce it if you can't tell. And then there's the Northern Dunedain, and all those factions.
Shall remember this day.
The Northern Dunedain, Gondor, and then the Kingsmen, the Ardenium, all have a, relatively speaking, they all have an infantry focus. They all usually have very good infantry, because in the lore, the Númenóreans never used cavalry all that much, at least when they were in Middle-earth. Númenóreans were actually quite tall people, closer to 7 foot, and so the horses in Middle-earth were too small for them to ride, and so when they were in Middle-earth, they never really rode horses. And even back on Númenor, there was horses, but really those were only used for enjoyment, really, leisure activities. Recreational riding and such. But anyway, so
My lord. Maintain order. Your will, my lord.
Get these guys, and actually, I'm gonna just I'm gonna put them all in this fort. I'm not gonna retrain them again, because I just kind of need to get to the front. But now that's dealt with, the devastation here, which there wasn't really that much, but it should start going down. Istian is a better commander now. How many? He has 4. That's pretty good. Anyway, so most of the Dunedain, or Númenórean generally, factions have an infantry focus. The Northern Dunedain have fairly strong infantry. They have good cavalry as well. The Northern Dunedain are just generally really good. But Gondor has an infantry focus, and so do the Kingsmen. But Dol Amroth, uniquely in the Númenórean factions, has a strong cavalry focus. Specifically heavy cavalry, and that's quite important.
Your corpse will be thrown to the dogs.
It's actually not bad that Harad is going to probably take Tirith-Ride, unless they lose, which I don't think they will. But, and I'm going to need to, so those guys are going to need to get ferried over. So Baimeldir can go to that port, and then he can ferry the troops over. And then considering moving Mistfin over as well, just to give some extra oomph in the battle. And I'm thinking, once everything is kind of reassembled, I'm going to push to Tirith-Ride. I'm going to take,
Your corpse will be
gonna knock the Haradrim out, take Tirith-Ride, and then hopefully sell it to Khand to try and get an alliance. Because that alliance will prevent them from attacking, hopefully. Fingers crossed. That's really not that useful. It would be better just to build another Coastal Warden unit, honestly. I don't really know if that's a great idea. I'll retrain that ship. Should I? No. No. Any other troops that'd be good to have? That's going to take 2 turns, 3 turns, 2 turns. I'll get another unit of Gondor militia. And then I'll ship this force out. Just so, because really, I'm gonna need infantry to at least hold the line, so that I can use the cavalry to hammer and anvil Harad, because that's gonna be important. That's where a lot of the kills are gonna come from. But I think for right now, that's another end turn. I apologize, this video I realize has actually been mostly me rambling. Ooh, Harad lost. Harad lost that.
Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord. Yes, without question, as you wish. Without question, as you wish.
That was not really expected. We have another family member, daughter. You are going to get your mining networks as well.
Mariners!
The Mariners. Actually,
maintain order.
We can get Istian and all these guys. All these guys onto the ship. And then we can sail them
A fine
like
day
this.
To sail. We can go no further.
Sail them across, and then assemble the army here. I'm going to build another unit of coastal wardens, and they can act as the garrison of Baird Harn.
Ships ready.
Merchant's Wharf. Actually, that would be not a bad building to get, so I'll build that. Unless there's something that'd be better to build in Lynn here, which there probably wouldn't, because I believe at Theland I built the master. Oh no, it's just normal masons. I'll build master masons in Theland, and then go from there. Build a meeting hall here. Let's get a meeting hall there, just so I have it. Spending the money, but should be fine. We're making pretty good money right now, so just kind of waiting for Istian and his new recruits from Methrast to show up, and then assemble the army, and then I think I'm gonna march on Ammonithal, actually. Interesting. Oh, maybe, never mind. We got a mission to take Tirthride. I realize now I accidentally retrained that unit. That was a waste.
Ready your weapons. How may I serve?
Oh, that's just great.
Mariners!
Yes, sir. Protect the blood of Numenor.
Okay, so...
Ready your weapons.
Oh no, I did train it. Never mind, I'm an idiot. I just didn't see it there.
Your will, my lord. My lord.
So all that's gonna move there, and we're going to
Captain of Gondor.
pretty swiftly stop making money. We are making 97 ducats.
Leave me be.
Leave me be. I don't think I will,
Mariners of the fleet.
because you're gonna have to deal with the mariners of the fleet.
Grapples and prepare to board.
Long ships. who savaged our air Suls. I'm sorry.
The fleet cannot sail there. Yes, sir.
Well, we got another family member, Bornavin. Family tree's filled out, so it'll be some time before they come of age, of course, but it'll be fine. And now we're gonna march to Tirthride. Hopefully getting there before Can does. Again, because I'd like to sell it to Can. Hopefully to get an alliance with them, if at all possible.
Protect the blood of Numenor.
Forward! Marchmen!
So we have a fairly serious little army here. Speaking of, get that other cavalry unit down there. I almost forgot about that. Yeah, that's actually it's a fairly good army. Should hypothetically be able to deal with anything that
Yes, my lord.
Harad sends against us.
Without question.
Your corpse will be
I
thrown
think
to
that's
the dogs.
I think they're probably going to take that, but then we can just turn around and attack Harad. I don't mind crushing Yazan. Harad is a fairly they're not a very powerful faction, but what they are, they have fairly cheap troops, and they just, because they start with a lot of regions, they just spam troops out. Oh, the Rangers flourish. Interesting. And Wakas is back.
Engaging the enemy fleet.
I don't know why.
Ships ready.
Okay, he has a spyglass. Is Bimeldir actually just as good as... He's almost as good as Palandir. I don't know why Bimeldir takes so... he just seems to take so few casualties compared to Palandir, which is somewhat strange.
Awaiting your command.
Okay.
Assail the enemies of Gondor!
That was an interesting move from the AI. That's actually, as you can see, again, how I mentioned earlier, the AI tends to, or not the AI, Corsairs. The Corsairs are a mercenary unit. They used to be solely for Umbar, but now they're just mercenary units, and you can see the AI just loves, they absolutely love to recruit them. But this is the first actual Harad army. You can see that Black Snake Guard are very good. 11 attack, 10 charge, 22 total defense. I can't see Immerhill and the Swan Guard right now, but I believe they're actually somewhat comparable. So we have Yazan with Black Snake Guard. Haradrim archers are just kind of a real low-tier, cheap archer unit. Same thing with Haradrim spearmen. Those are like your very bottom-tier Harad units. And then Southron are more comparable stat-wise to our Amrothian units. Corsairs, seen them many a times. They're also very comparable to the Haradrim units. And then they have these units of Barun Raiders, which are actually a Candish unit. They're a horse archer. But You know, this video is, you know what, we haven't had a big battle, so I'll do a big battle. Alright, so, I was gonna fight this battle, but the video's already about, it's 30-some minutes long now, and so I don't want to, probably end up being close to an hour if I fought this battle. So I am just going to leave it until next time. So next video will start on this battle. Yeah, so it'll start on this battle, and then we'll go from there. So you know, if you stuck around and watched the video again, I hope, you know, I hope you enjoyed watching it. You know, mostly set up this video again, but you know, you need to do that a lot in these kinds of games. But anyway, I thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have anything you want to comment, of course comment, and if you feel like liking the video, you know, I'd be very happy if you did that. But until next time, I hope you have a great day.